Hello everybody, I hope that you are good. The new week has started, and yesterday I made this projection, okay? This was posted on Twitter in the Sunday update, and I was expecting at the start of the week on Monday a retrace towards the 50 EMA in the 4-hour time frame, okay? What I was expecting was, imagine this is the continuation of the 50 EMA. I was expecting a retest, a support, and then a bounce, then some kind of sideways on Tuesday like this, and on Wednesday a spike up to hit all these liquidations, okay? Then a rejection, this is an imbalance, okay? And then fill this imbalance before the weekend. And you can see that, we've already started with the wrong foot, because you can see that Bitcoin took that retrace, but it went below the 50 EMA. What does this mean? Okay, this means that, I put it on Twitter, the invalidation for this projection is that the EMA comes like this, and then Bitcoin hits it again as resistance, and then yes, we're gonna maybe see a small rejection, then price might come back up, okay, some kind of sideways below resistance, and then we're gonna expect a dump towards the 50% of this week, okay? So that's one scenario that might be happening. Now, in the other hand, if you go to the 1-hour time frame, we can see that something might be developing here, okay? Let me remove this for you so it's not confusing. Okay, what about, let me remove this too. Okay, we had a dump in the Asian session, you can see here, okay? And, this candle was vile, that was like a $1,000 candle, that's crazy. And then we had a tiny bit of consolidation, another dump, and it left this long wick behind. So we're expecting this wick to get filled at some point, okay? Let me mark it here, and that's the 50% of the week, okay? And now the European session is holding, basically because it's bank holiday in most European countries, it's a Labor Day, okay? So the banks are closed, the institutional traders, have the day off, so really, there is not much happening in the European session. But this brings me to the idea, what about if we see something like this during the New York session, okay? Right at the start of the New York session, I would like to see a sharp dump, okay? That would be a stop hunt, in my opinion, to fill this week. The 50% at least of the week, okay? But I could go to the 100% or even sweep the lows. Let's draw it like this for now. And then a retrace of this imbalance. I mean, why not? We could see this. Let me see where is the 50 EMA in the 1 hour. I mean, the most likely thing is that if this happens and we see a pump, that this EMA in the 1 hour time frame acts as a resistance. So, that would be a safer take profits, in my opinion. But that would be an idea. I don't think this is a good place to short, okay? Neither too long. We're now in no man's land in this zone. Now, this is my plan for today, okay? What I'm expecting right at the start of the New York session, it's a dump to fill this week, okay? Now, at this point, we could see price continuing going lower, or what I'm going to be paying attention is in the 15 minutes time frame, 5 minutes time frame, lower time frame. If we see a bounce, a quick bounce, I'm going to see if that bounce left any imbalance behind, for example, a wick. Let me go to the 5 minutes time frame, because I don't want to see something like this. You see this long wick here? I don't want to see this. If I see this, on a bounce, I'm not going to be long in this, because I know this wick is going to get retraced, okay? Let me go to the 1 hour time frame. So at this point here, if I see a bounce in lower time frame, then without any imbalance behind, I'm going to open a long, and I'm going to close it in the 1 hour 50 EMA. That's the plan I have today. Then the stop loss is going to be quite tight, okay? It's going to be probably around this zone here. So that's what I have in mind for today. Let me tell you this, guys. When we have very big important data or news announcements coming in the next following days, I would say especially FOMC, with the Fed meeting and the CPI data or earnings report, very important and heavy news that the market can react to, okay? Then you should in principle expect that time to be a very difficult time to trade. So when we are in those weeks that we know we're going to have big important news, then I think we should be more selective with our trades, because they're going to get more complex, okay? Saying this, you have to have a more tight risk management, in my opinion. That's why, for example, I'm planning just to take this trade, but I'm, not 100% confident, so I'm gonna have in my stop loss here quite tight. Okay? If this gets triggered, I'm not losing much. You can see 50%. Sorry, 0.50%, 0.5. That's nothing. 0.5% is nothing. If I win, I'm making 2.5%. Okay? This is what I mean. You have to be more selective with your trades. There might be days where we don't trade. That's okay. You don't have to feel bad about it, because you're gonna have other days that you're gonna be able to make that profit. Okay? That's, for example, why we don't trade at the weekend. Because we know that the weekend there is not much volatility, there is not much liquidity. Look, this weekend, look how it happened. What is this? This was, right before the monthly close and the weekly close yesterday. But look at this from Saturday. Here, they marked the weekend range because it was hilarious. This is the weekend range, okay? What is this? Do you want to trade this, really? Or do you prefer to trade this? Okay? That's what you have to try to understand. So yes, look, it even seems that maybe New York is opening in 45 minutes. So let's see how it goes. This is today's plan. Might play out, might not play out. Either way, it's not financial advice. Keep an eye on the 5 minutes time frame. Okay? If we come here, like if we come down here, and then we have, a bounce from here, you don't want to see a wick like this. Because this wick is telling me I can't long here. Price is going to come back to this zone. So like if we come here and we see a bounce, but it's more a bounce like this style, okay, then yes, you can long. But if we see a wick, of course price can continue going lower. Okay, so that's pretty much everything I wanted to say, guys. I'm going to also prepare a video talking about the Bitcoin dominance, because, I saw in Twitter everybody calling for alt season, and yesterday I posted a tweet and still some people are calling for an alt season. It doesn't make sense, guys. I'll show you later, okay? I'm gonna try to prepare the video. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to post it today or tomorrow, but you're gonna have an extra video there, okay? So thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you soon.